Mississippi. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the Florida Gators and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the return, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quickly to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Handoff for Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Wants to go up top on second down. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Making the adjustment. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Gators line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Quick give. Oh, what a move. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Fluff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Left side is Coleman Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, gonna throw it. And he avoids the sack.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He breaks a tackle. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third-down situation.
Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. Pushes ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Pass to 6. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Singleton. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Here's a give the ball. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff for Ball.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's already thrown one interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed, and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm throwing off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Sees an alley. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
All right, defense. That's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Right side, it's Singleton. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Taylor wants to throw it. Swats it away. That's what Gators do. They wait on an opportunity. Then they strike quickly, snap the jaws on that ball, and knock it away.
Yeah, and great job. See the ball, get up in the air. Don't try to be a hero. Don't let the thing get tipped to somebody else. Jump up there, swat the football down. Nice job breaking on the football, making a play.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Ball. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
From deep, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Bulldog! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Here's a give the ball. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Still looking. Gets away from one. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Selling the fake. Right side, it's Evans. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Running right, it's Bockwell. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Gators are going to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense, giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Over the middle, it's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Drops back on first down. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Ready? Blue 22. Blues. Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. If the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Taylor wants to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Handoff for Ball. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Ball again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Ball. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. Great job by the back on the option. Lining up for the PAT. How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for running room. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Trying to establish the run. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking left. Nice way to knock that one down. Quarterbacks love to have a big target out there, and as big as this dude is, needed a bigger target that time.
It's tough to miss a target that big, Reese. You put those guys in there and you know I'm going to throw it up to him and let him make a play. I just didn't know I could throw it that far, or I was that strong, or really I didn't know you were that bad where you could miss that big of a target.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Changing the routes with his receivers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Throwing right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Taylor wants to throw it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in a sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
886 bouncer.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the... Prime field position at the 40.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Fluff Bothwell again. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Handoff from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the route is on.
And it started with their offense. They put him in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Jaden one more time. Drag down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Tight end now in motion. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Left side is Cotton. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Misses badly on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here's a give the ball. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. On a ground to cover here on third and long. Jones to throw. Just had to get rid of it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with. Final quarter. The Gators decide to punt it away. Looking for room. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Blue 85.
Bluff Bothwell again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Taylor wants to throw. Out wide left, it's West. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. He's at the 40. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
That's a first down for the offense.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Ball again. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
2nd down to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Ball. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24. And this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, it's Singleton. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's a give to Bothwell. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation.